Healthcare.
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 Healthcare, and I envision a world where I'm able to, have my job as a full-time job, but that won't occur until healthcare is resolved. So that's always kind of like the Achilles heel.
Understanding the needs of small business owners, I think is very important. It's like nobody even cared to understand.
It's difficult. I wish they had a better understanding, allow people to really have people to connect with when it came to the additional loans and grants and all of these things as well.
It's so difficult because it's so many requirements for every single thing that I was so lost.
Here's a list of 100 forms that all look the same and that all have, legal jargon to it, and I don't understand it. That was probably the biggest hurdle that I actually ended up paying for 2 different forms that were the wrong form.
Very difficult to as an entrepreneur with a vision and with a small business that wants to operate in a rural area, a rural setting. You have to comply with so many rules and regulations. It's sometimes difficult to make that happen.
If I applied today, I wouldn't hear nothing to 2021. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the real of it. I mean, plain and simple, skinny of it. I own my building. My assets and liabilities my liabilities are less than what I owe in my assets. It is going to be a struggle to get money.
I'm a big believer in community banks because we wouldn't have been able to get started without ours. Personal funding got us to a certain point to test out our theory and our business plan. And then when we wanted to get more funding, because I didn't have student loans, because I didn't have a house payment, larger banks said they couldn't give me a business loan. So going to my local bank, they were like, absolutely. They knew me and they saw that they had everything they needed and they made it happen.
How was I going to, I had enough cash flow to get us through maybe a month. I could pay the bills, but with nothing coming in, nothing, zero, you really, it was quite stressful.
Large companies have access to government officials in a way that small, rural, in particular companies may not, and so it's not, I think these government officials, when they're making these policies and making opportunities available, look to their networks, look to who is, face to face and giving them things, frankly.
A lot of our area, Tier 1 county, we start out as micro enterprises, and so we can't really contribute to the job creation picture right out of the gate. So that seems to be an obstacle that is insurmountable.
I had to go and I had to buy money, which was pretty expensive, and having funds to be able to purchase capital equipment in order to make money.
This information is so beneficial to a person just starting out, and without having that information, it feels like you're constantly just on a search for it, like Googling night and day, and it feels like you're alone.
The problem with the definition of a small business, I think, is out of whack. A small business is less than 500 employees. 100 employees is not a small business to me, if you're talking to people that you have sitting in this group right now.
No, you can't just do the education because people don't see money at the end of it, and that's a real motivator, But if you put education out with money behind it, that people can access if they do well with the education, and I think you'll see all the entrepreneurs you need.
With this new curriculum, we have 3 new business ideas in class, and it's exciting and new. So adjusting the curriculum based on today's world of starting a business.
You can change a town by opening a small business, and it's really rewarding. And beyond the money, there's the satisfaction of that.